welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. And tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Looking now at some numbers for R.J. Barrett.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Boucher in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Boston, the 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt and the camaraderie has grown.
Now here's Holiday. Porzingis in the post. Boucher on him. Right side, Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Porzingis is doubled. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. It's good.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
And here's Quickly. Outside Barnes. Boucher a screen on Brown. Here's Barrett. And he buries his first look.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Tatum passes to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Launches it. And it's Toronto with a rebound. This is their first chance this season playing Boston. To the paint. Here's Dick. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Brown against Barrett. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
Now here's Barnes. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Barrett. Lets it go. Hauled in by Brown.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Out to the wing. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Quickly. From downtown, rebound Toronto.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Inside, tipped, and stolen by Porzingis. Pritchard, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Holiday. Drains the triple.
Well, if you look at Holiday's three-point numbers, they're more than solid. It's an underrated part of his game.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
That was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Nice try, it's all good. Dancing machine. Let's see what you got.
Quick look at the 2K leaderboard. Here are the teams picking up the most steals this season. Fifth best, Boston.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Over Tatum. And again, Toronto, no good. Boston leading by 3. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
And here's Barnes. Back to Quickly. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Left side Dick deflects the pass. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Now here's Dick. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Boucher a screen on Tatum. Barnes passes to Boucher.
Great job by Porzingis just making himself big and affecting that shot.
Down low. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Raptors trail by 5. Outside Dick. Quickly with a screen on Holiday. And it's Dick off the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Drew Holiday. Toronto shooting their first free throws here for the night.
At the line for the Raptors. Dick, 2 shots.
The first one falls. Brandon Ingram is checked in for Toronto. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Celtics lead by 3. On the wing, Tatum. He's guarded by Barnes. Pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Boucher. It's Quickly with a drive. Got it.
That's a nice find by Ingram, getting it to the open man.
So it's Boston now. Here's Brown. He's currently averaging 26 points a game, a consistent threat. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Back to Brown. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Ingram. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Outside Barnes. Boucher a screen on Tatum. To the paint. And stolen by Porzingis. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Now here's Ingram. No points so far. Boucher a screen on Tatum. Here's Ingram. And another basket for Toronto.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Coach, when you talk to Ingram's teammates, they always bring up his remarkable work ethic.
Well, Brian, Brandon Ingram works hard. He loves the game. He wants to be great. He spends a lot of his free time studying the game instead of just hanging out and doing other things.
Al Horford's checked in for Boston. The Raptors with a lead. Outside Barnes. Pass to Dick. Horford against Barnes. Ingram. The second effort. Boston pulls it in. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
The Raptors have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Pass to Barnes. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Here for the Celtics. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Hauser comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Davison in for Pritchard. Celtics trail by 3. Now Brown, coming off a 34-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And he did a ton of damage from the line. Assertive play and consistent free throw shooting can be a huge difference maker.
And they pick up 2.
And look, Brownie is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Now here's Ingram. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. Fast break, here we go. Hauser passes to Brown. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
At the line for 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Barrett's checked in for Toronto. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. They trail by 1. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Ingram's got 5 now.
Well, you can't give a guy like Ingram a look like that from beyond the arc.
Brown inside, guarded by Barrett, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Yeah, free throws were an issue for him in their last contest. He just couldn't find the mark.
Davison, he's checked in for Boston.
Line with 1 shot. Jaylen Brown.
And that one misses.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
To the middle. Here's Walter. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for the Raptors. Walter at the line for 1.
Celtics trail by 3. 1:35 left to play in the first. Pass to Hauser from the arc. Nails it from 3.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Ingram. Bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Well, fighting through it there. Ingram can get aggressive when he needs it inside.
There's 53 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Brown. Cornette sets a screen. To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
Now here's Ingram. 7 points in the game. Inside. Here's Robinson. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Hauser. Rebound Toronto. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now. Screen by Robinson. Misses the 3. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Boston Celtics. And during that quarter, he was everywhere, just wreaking havoc. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
So for the Raptors right now, we've got Brandon Ingram. He's out there with R.J. Barrett, and it's Shed in at the one. Pass to Tatum. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Ingram with the ball. Lets it fly. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Ingram's got 9 points. Celtics trail by 3. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Here's Tatum. Here's Cornette. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Robinson passes to Barrett. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, the aggressive mindset of Barrett, looking to score and force defenses into difficult situations.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator.
Boston making a switch here. Peterson's checked in. And he ends up missing both free throws. Boston trailing. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Walter. And it's Tatum missing. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jayson Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Davison, he's checked in for Peterson. Abaji's checked in for Toronto. Horford passes to Cornette. Tatum with a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Cornette. Pass to Horford. Here's Davison from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Robinson. Here's Shed. He's scoreless. Outside Ingram to the middle. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Tatum passes to Horford. Pass to Hauser. And he drops it in from the low post. Hauser's got 5 points.
When Horford has the ball, he typically makes the right decision. That's a great pass.
Here's Abaji. It's tipped. Ingram against Tatum. Left side Ingram. The shot no good. For Boston, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Ingram. Down low, Walter uses the glass to finish the layup. Walters has got his second bucket on the night. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Cornette, and Pritchard is subbed in for Davison. Lawson, he's checked in for Toronto. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Hauser. Porzingis with a screen on Ingram. Hauser passes to Porzingis. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Defensive foul, Brandon Ingram.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Quickly comes in for Lawson. Porzingis, no good on the free throw. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Now here's Porzingis. 11 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Basket counts. The Celtics have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Hauser's got 5 points in the quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now here's Ingram. 9 points in the game, and the step-back jumper is good. Ingram's got 11.
Well, you know Ingram has such a good all-around game. No problem at all from that mid-range area.
Here's Pritchard. Offline with a 3. Toronto trailing. To the inside. And Walter gets it to go on the assist by Quickly. Quickly's got 3 assists now in this one. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Good.
Well, Tatum's size playing a factor there near the bucket.
Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Walter, hounded by Tatum. And he lobs it up! And stolen by Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. 14 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
6 to shoot. Takes the 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
The Celtics have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Boston with some changes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Jayson Tatum. Here's Pritchard. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Porzingis sets a screen. Horford inside, working on Barnes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Barnes.
The wily old vet, Horford, drawing contact around the rim.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Horford hits them both. Coach closing in on 2 decades in the league. Al Horford continues to put in the work.
Well, Brian, that's what it takes to make sure your body is able to compete against players half your age. He's never shied away from doing all the little things.
Barnes. And another basket for Toronto.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Holiday looking for an opening. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Toronto. Boucher's got 4 rebounds in the game. Dick, the pass to Barnes. Now Ingram. The 3. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Yeah, huge game from Ingram. He does this so often. Maybe one of the most overlooked stars in the league.
The crowd cashes in. A terrific finisher inside. Toronto's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside Dick.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Ingram. There's the triple. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Pritchard. Outside Holiday. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Quickly. Pritchard, no good.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Quickly, outside. Pass to Ingram. With the teardrop. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Horford outside. Ingram against Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Ingram. And here's Brown for 3. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Outside Barnes. Up top Dick. Horford pulls it in.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And the basket by Holiday.
Yeah, and as his career has progressed, Holiday has gotten more comfortable in those catch-and-shoot situations.
To stop the run. And a nice layup by Quickly. Quickly's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Ingram against Brown. Five on the clock. Porzingis sets a screen. Fires from deep. The shot off that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Celtics out in front, up 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much, Al. As you anchor that front court, what were you guys looking to accomplish in the first half?
I mean, we're just trying to play with pace, trying to dominate on the defensive end, get rebounds, make it tough.
Pace is key. Back to you.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the 3rd quarter right after this.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. The Bucks will face off against the Hornets in Charlotte. That one starting at 3 p.m. Eastern.
These teams are well matched. It's going to be anyone's game.
And now let's turn to the first half of our game. It's been all about Jaylen Brown so far.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And so here is Toronto. It's a 3-point game. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Drew Holiday, and it's Brown in at small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. And a quick look at how the Toronto Raptors schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that matchup with the Pistons, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Outside Porzingis. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Brown, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Chris Boucher.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, he embraces it.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brown. Raptors trail by 5. Now here's quickly. The teardrop. The rebound by Jayson Tatum. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Brown. Outside Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Dick. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Boucher on the screen. The 3 from quickly. Boston pulls it in. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. And the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Toronto on D, trailing by 5. Clock at 6. Tatum against Barnes.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
To the paint. And finished off by Boucher.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Outside Holiday. Brown against Barrett. On the wing, Tatum. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
So when Tatum stays aggressive, he gets to the line a lot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Well, it's so impressive how Jayson Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more.
And he's good on the second.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Outside Dick. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Quickly outside. No good on the 3.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Down low, Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Wow, it's been quite a game for Jaylen Brown.
They need to rethink their approach defensively. He's shown no signs of stopping.
Hey, Boston, let's get loud for Celtics entertainment. Offensive players on the court. It's your first squad. Get loud after this other period. Okay, then. See good free feet there. That's on your feet.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. Taking a look at Boston, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed. And of course, there's the Raptors, a game back.
You know, for the Celtics, many of us experts earmarked them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
Now here's Boucher, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
The line for the Raptors. Emmanuel quickly at the line for one.
One shot.
Free throw drops for quickly. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Boston leading by 3. Outside Holiday. 11 feet out. Yes, on the jumper. Holiday's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, Holiday understands when to pick his spots on offense, especially when the mid-range opens up like this.
Boucher passes to Quickly. For 3, hits the trifecta. Quickly's got 6 here in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Porzingis. He has 6. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
Barrett can't hit.
Gets good position inside. May have rushed it just a little.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Rebound by the Raptors. Boucher's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here we go, one-on-one. Dick, the pass to Quickly. Barrett with it. Boucher a screen on Tatum. Here's Barrett. Holiday grabs the miss. And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. They lead by 4. The kick to Tatum. Here's Pritchard, covered by Boucher. Pritchard gets it to go. Pritchard's got 7.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best moves. Let's go. Next dancer.
He's checked in for Holiday. Brandon Ingram is checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Quickly. Raptors trail by 7. Outside Barnes. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Tatum.
Well, Ingram knows how to be a problem for the defense inside, drawing contact there.
Ingram, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
Yeah, for Ingram, it's just all about staying healthy because when he is, he's a huge piece for this team.
Both free throws good from Ingram. Celtics lead by 5. Tatum with it. He's got 7. Porzingis with a screen on Ingram. Here's Tatum. Rebound Toronto. Boucher's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Barnes. Here's Walter. 9 points in the game. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Tatum. Shoots over Walter. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Tatum's got 9 points.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
Now here's Boucher. Pass to Barnes. Horford with a steal. Here's Pritchard. Now here's Brown. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Walter. Pass to Ingram. Over Tatum. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. 18 points for him.
And an impressive handle there from Ingram. proven how effective he can be with the ball in his hands.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Here's Walter. Pass to Boucher. Barnes a screen. Here's Barrett. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And now a moment for the 2K leaderboards. The top scoring teams in the NBA. Number 1, Boston.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
That free throw misses. Cornette's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Jayson Tatum. The Raptors also with a sub. Robinson's checked in. Good on the second one.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. 6-point game. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Here they come, it's Celtics Entertainment.
Davison, he's checked in for Boston. Toronto on D. They trail by 6. And here's Brown. He's got 15.
And we've watched Brown evolve his game. Playmaking has been at the forefront of his development.
Toronto's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. To the inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game. But they might need someone else to step up as well.
Here's Davison. No made baskets yet. Cornette passes to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Walter. And the shot falls short that time. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Barnes. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I like watching Barnes challenge defenses like this, earning these calls in the process.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
2 shots. Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Barnes.
Yeah, this guy is so key for this team. Barnes with so many valuable minutes night in and night out.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Celtics lead by 5. Brown with it, and it's Ingram picking him up. Pass to Davison. Horford, a screen on Barnes. Here's Davison. Horford outside. And here's Brown. Here's the pick. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Robinson.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Shed. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Boston.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. The lead is 2. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Abaji. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, when a great scorer can also hurt you with the pass like Ingram did there, it makes them much tougher to defend.
Here's Hauser. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Shireman. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. Covered by Ingram. And Brown rising high for the finish.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous scorer.
Screen by Robinson for the lead. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
A huge 3 allows them to snatch the lead heading into the final quarter.
And we've just finished the 3rd quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Raptors up 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Walter, and it's Robinson in at the center position. Here's Cornette, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Ingram against Tatum. Here's Abaji. Inside. Here's Robinson. Can't hit from in close.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Right side Tatum. Pass to Shireman. Here's Horford. Here's Cornette. Robinson defending. With the fadeaway. Cornette can't hit.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Left side Ingram. Here's Walter. Horford covering. Robinson, a screen on Tatum to the middle. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul of the game.
Look, Tatum draws so much attention. Someone's bound to be open.
The Celtics making a switch here. Davison's checked in. Toronto's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Ingram, the pass to Abaji. Driving to the basket. Outside for Ingram. Uncovered. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
Well, that's his game. Ingram is so comfortable on the catch and shoot.
Here's Davison. Horford passes to Cornette. Pass to Tatum. Over Ingram. Tatum, shot is good.
Smooth looking shot from Tatum. Offensively, he's got everything you're looking for.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Robinson. To the inside. Here's Shed. Robinson, a screen on Horford. Abaji, pass to Robinson. To the wing, right side. Shoots. Boston with a rebound.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
And they take the lead.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And so here is Toronto. 2-point game. Ingram against Tatum. Right side Ingram. Ingram. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Pritchard's checked in for Davison.
At the line for the Celtics, Jayson Tatum at the line, shooting 1.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Barnes. Outside for Ingram. Clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Quickly. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Cornette can't hit. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 1. Up top, Dick, hounded by Tatum. Boucher on the screen. Here's Dick. And another basket for Toronto.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Pritchard gets it to go.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from it.
Knocks down the long J. Ingram's got 16 in the second half.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Tatum, a screen on Quickly. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ingram's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Boucher on the screen. Here's the 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Cornette's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Barnes. Down low. Here's Cornette. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle.
Let's give them another round of applause.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Cornette. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. And Holiday subbed in for Horford. The Raptors also with a sub. Barrett's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Boucher. Pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Holiday. Brown passes to Holiday. Here's Pritchard. On the wing, Tatum. Outside Holiday. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Quickly. Pritchard, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Barnes. Jacks up a 3. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 7th rebound here tonight. There goes Tatum, taking it all the way.
Well, he's never fazed by those big moments. Tatum with a big hoop right there.
Quickly passes to Boucher. Pass to Dick. Here he goes. And again, no good by Toronto. Boston leading by 3. Tatum feeling it out a bit. 3-pointer. Quickly with a rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And here's Dick. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. Brown, a screen on Barnes. Tatum from long range. Tatum! Money from deep.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Now here's Dick. He's covered by Holiday. Outside Barnes. The 3 is up. Boston pulls it in. A minute 29 left in the final quarter. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Yeah, no question, Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Barnes the screen. Quickly passes to Barrett. Three-pointer off the mark. Boston leading by 6. Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
Toronto's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Now here's Quickly, guarded closely. Will it go? The rebound by Jayson Tatum. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
When it comes down to crunch time, Barnes wants the ball in his hands.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
2 points here could be the only cushion they need, Grant.
Hard to say. Crazier things have happened in this league.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Celtics, Jayson Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Timeout called, the Raptors. They're trailing by 7. Outside Dick. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. So it's Boston now. They lead by 7. Outside, Brown. So So we see Boston get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Thank you. I'm here with Jayson Tatum. And Jayson, congratulations on the win. What did you like about this team's performance tonight?
Our toughness. And, you know, we figuring it out. It's early, but we taking it game by game, quarter by quarter, and everybody contributing. So, you know, I liked it.
Thanks, Jayson.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Jayson Tatum.